Let's try that again since I only got like 60 seconds before it kicked us off. Can I get a mic check?
Check.
Cinnamon buns.
Okay. All right, so same thing again, Aaron. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the next episode of the Knights of the Tavern Table. You're going to notice that one of our members is missing today. Our wizard had his baby, so he's not going to be with us for a little while he takes care of his new spawn. We do have our other two intrepid knights here, continuing on the adventures as we pick back up at the gates of the City of the Damned inside the City of Waterdeep. That's a whole lot of cities in a sentence. And you guys are there with the little girl that you found. She's about 7, 8-ish. Once again, she's got that bluish gray hair. She's a half-elf, as well you can tell by the point of her ears. And she's got those steel gray eyes. So what are you guys doing?
Well, I'm going to take out my stuffed duck and hand it to her and say, you can play with this until we can leave in the morning if you want.
She takes it gingerly from you and smiles and thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. And she locks eyes with you with those steel gray eyes, and just for a second you get a shiver.
Okay.
You're not sure if it was possibly the rain coursing down your back, as it still is pouring rain here.
Okay. Now I'm going to hobble my way over to Phineas. Hey, do you have any of that holy water?
Let me check. Just shovel a little bit. There you go.
Okay. I'm going to turn around real quick and try to put some in my water skin.
Okay.
And then cap it and give it back to Phineas.
Was your water skin empty? No, didn't you have like wine or something in your water skin?
No, that was the wizard.
That was a wizard. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Of course the wizard,
Okay, so
yes.
where's my mind at? So there's a good chance that's where the wizard's wandered off to. He's out there finishing that because he's had about enough of this. Plus, he already cast his one spell for the day. God bless second edition. So
he's done.
He's a liability.
Yeah.
So you obviously you're not. The water skin was empty. Is what you're trying to tell me? They're going to put some of the holy water in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to walk back to the little girl and be like, hey, do you need a drink?
She kind of shakes her head and points up and then just kind of opens her mouth unless it catches some of the rain.
I chuckle at that.
Okay. This is a lot easier to drink out of than the rain, though, you know.
So she takes it from you and she takes a drink and she hands it back.
Nothing happens?
Not sure what you expected to happen there, but
He was on.
Did it catch on what kind of happened there?
Great, you're right. She did not catch on fire. She did not burst into radiant flame. You are correct.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you thought the 8-year-old was some kind of vampire or something, you're pretty sure she's not at least a vampire.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, oh, look at him. He's being so nice. He's looking out for this little girl. Definitely not wondering if she's a demon.
Easy. You didn't get that chill.
Yeah.
All right.
So once again, you guys have about 6 more hours still until the gates unlock. You guys have 2 femur bones from the 2 skeletons that you guys killed for proof so far. What are you doing?
Where are we at the gate right now?
You guys are up at the northern gate, that very top one right there. Yep.
Okay. I say we post up.
Start setting up some traps, maybe?
Yeah, maybe let's see if, since it's quiet down a little bit.
Because you still have some of that fishing wire.
I do.
Do you still have oil?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to set up some traps.
Okay.
And post up.
All right. Okay. So if one of you guys want to draw me a gate and a pathway out with a bunch of stones.
That can be done.
Grab the markers though. 1 second.
I'm going to let you be the official artiste because
thank you.
I can barely write.
I feel honored. At this point, do we hear the pitter-patter of a waddling
Goose?
goose?
I don't think
he's
he
gone.
is. Yeah, he...
We could talk all about him. Oh my god, one time Jason did this thing, and I was like, what? Do you remember that?
How dare you talk about him behind his back?
I mean, this is the only time we could badmouth the DM without getting in trouble.
Why would you ever badmouth Jason? Oh my god.
Why not?
Oh my god.
You're just a goody two-shoes. You're afraid.
You're right. Well, you're gonna listen to this shit later.
Yeah. There's no shenaniganery happening here whatsoever.
No, it's all right, because I'll hear it all when I go back to the day.
That's exactly what I just said. Okay, let's say, for the sake of pointing it down this way, the gate is like here, and then we have, goes out a little, and it branches that way, and that way. Let's see, where are we? That's in for north. Looks like somebody's pants. Like really, like high-waisted pants. There we go.
Okay.
Hipster girl pants.
Okay, so you guys are posted up there, right there by the gate. And remember, those areas off to your right and your left, where the path is not, that is grass and gravestones.
Yeah.
So think about just like a modern-day graveyard here, about a foot to a foot and a half between each gravestone. And then about 8 feet, deep is each aisle, figuring 6 feet the body plus a 2-foot walking spot. So,
Okay. All right. Do we want?
Right. Let's see. I have a lot of fishing line.
Yeah. So I'm thinking is like we make this one big main trap here, and maybe a couple off to the side here in case we try to get flanked.
Let's see. I think I wrote down how many. I still have 88 feet left.
88.
as you guys are sitting there and you're kind of starting to get your progression down, all of a sudden you hear from behind you and it startles the shit out of you and it's 2 of the city guard going, "What are you doing? We're not paying you to sit here by the gate all night. Go do your jobs."
We did. And I whip out the femurs.
And?
Okay.
Hey, what's
It's
this kid doing in here?
Why did you guys bring a child into the graveyard?
We didn't bring a
Only an
child
idiot
into
would
the
do that.
graveyard.
Why was a child in your graveyard? That's the question.
Hey, once again, we don't sweep this place. That's why we hire you for, remember?
Man, well, what are we gonna do with her? It's not safe in here.
Well, by the order of the lords of Waterdeep, I cannot open this gate until morning. So that child is your responsibility until then. Now,
All right.
he bangs the sword again. I was hoping that was going to make a better metal sound, but that was a horrible.
It takes rum glass.
Yeah, it's a real guy. So he bangs again and kind of gives you the shooing motion, like, off you go.
Well,
Set up somewhere else. And we'll just keep pattering away.
All right, so you guys going to go, if you look behind you at the map, are we going to go kind of north and then wrap around, what would be east and then south, or are we going to go like more of the straight south path?
Which way were the werewolf feet, or we thought may have been werewolf
wasn't
feet?
it? On
Yeah,
the
that was
side?
back on that side
So
there.
let's
Yep.
go the other way.
Going the other way then. Okay, all right. So as you guys continue to wander on, actually the child has no problem keeping up with you. He's a halfling, so literally she's technically outpacing him even at 8 with her little elf legs. So she's having no issue keeping up with you guys. And once again, despite the fact that she's really only wearing like a night shift and clutching your duck stuffed animal, she doesn't seem to be shivering or anything like that. And you've got to figure it's got to be about 65, and she looks soaking wet.
Well, she's half water elf, I think, right? I think that's what you told me. I'm more than positive that's what you told me.
I think you asked me that question before, and I'm pretty sure I gave you
No.
the shoulder shrug then too.
No,
on what
you
kind of
told
elf
me
it was.
you told me to roll a perception, and I
Oh.
rolled
It was kind of ambiguous.
Oh,
but
I
it
got
was
you.
like she might look
Might
like
be.
that.
Well,
Yeah,
if you got it on your
yeah,
notes.
I don't know. She seems kind of
Did I
fishy
take
to me.
notes? Because I may have been too drunk to take notes, and that's my own problem.
Fish head. It was literally.
He's
The
got
wobbly,
fish head.
wobbly fish head
And
in.
to everybody at home right now, you can't see his notebook, but it's like one whole page that has
It's
like
like-
3 words just scrawled in the middle of it, taking up like 4 lines. Like-
All right, we'll just keep going because I don't see it.
Okay.
Well, maybe do you want to roll again?
Nope. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. No.
I'm more than positive you said that she's half water.
I do remember saying that.
Oh,
Thank
well,
you.
Yes.
well, then that's what you think in your head. I mean, it doesn't go against it, of what you've heard and you've heard around water. Because remember, it's a known fact that there are sea elves that live in and around the Bay of Waterdeep. And some of the stuff is that they've been also having issues due to the continuous storms since Bathsheba has just been like rock, or, it's not Bathsheba. It's the goddess of the sea, Umberly. Umberly.
Yes.
Yes. So since the curse of Umberly has descended upon Waterdeep about a year ago, so it's possible.
Yeah.
I'm going to say neither one of you guys have actually ever seen a sea elf, but once again, you've just heard people. I'd say you've had like the four connections before like I know a person who knew a person who knew a person who works in the guard who actually works with the sea elves. Okay. So you're feeling pretty good at your descriptions you've heard.
Okay. All right.
And much like the silver or gold elves, very honorable people. The whole goodly elf kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I hope you don't plan on getting that duck back because you're not getting it back.
We'll see. I said until we left.
Yeah, she has like an iron grip on the duck.
No.
So as you guys continue down the path, takes about 20 minutes or so, and you guys are really. Keep in mind that the size of this is pretty large, so you guys only really made it to about the other side of that first big bend right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, you start hearing chanting again.
Oh, we heard chanting before?
You did for a brief time, right before you guys found the girl and ran away the other direction.
Let's run away the other direction.
So in the background, just every now and then, between the sound of the rain and everything like that, you hear Hadi Bago, Hami Gabadi, Hadi Dawi,
Either we tell them that we're here.
I need you to make me a religion check, please.
Okay. Oh, it's been a while since I rolled. Okay.
I know. So once again, everybody at home, we are playing second edition old school roles here. So on your character sheet, you should have your proficiencies. One of which I'm almost positive is religion.
Yes.
And it should say like intellect, wisdom. It should have a stat next to it. It says wisdom. Now does it give you a plus number next to it or a negative?
I have a +4.
+4. Okay, so that's for your stat. So it's going to be a wisdom +4. All right, and you need to get. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll your dice, add 4 to it, and
It's within 18.
Yeah, as long as you're under 18.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So yeah, you rolled a 7, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you definitely know this is not a priest spell. Just the cadence of the chanting, that type of stuff up there, it makes you feel this is more arcane magic than the more priestly magic that you're used to hearing and casting yourself.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of this.
Where's our damn wizard?
Where did he go?
Do we see Lucy anywhere?
Oh yeah, the Goose has just been rolling behind you. He's actually kind of like hanging out next to the little girl.
Okay.
And actually, while you turn around, oddest thing is Lucy normally doesn't like to be touched by people other than like you. The girl just like patting its head, like, and the Goose is just seems to be happy as hell, just waddling next to her.
Oh my god.
Maybe we send in the Goose.
You know what? Would anybody really expect a goose?
I do have a potion of control aviation.
You know what? I was beginning to think that
This was a curse.
this was, a bad time, of all times of this to happen, but this might work in our favor. You could try it.
Do I know what the potion does? Would I know that just by having it? Or
You got identified, right?
Identified, yeah.
So yes, you know the basic uses of
Yeah.
it.
Okay. I need to see the basic uses.
That's actually going to be in the DMG, and
Okay.
it was a potion of what again?
Aviation.
Animal control avian.
Okay.
Aviation planes.
Sorry,
Yeah, that
buddy.
would have been funny, like, control pilot aviation.
Yes.
I mean, maybe we'll play more like a shadow punk or something like that. I could definitely see it. I could see that. Okay. Animal
it's
control.
Metal Bird. Makes sense.
Metal birds. Yes.
Beard.
Control. This potion enables the imbiber to empathize with and control the emotions of an animal of one type. Doesn't really matter. Animals with an intelligence of five, low intelligence, or better are entitled to a saving throw versus spell. Control is limited to emotions or drives unless some form of communication is possible. Note that many monsters can't be controlled by the use of this potion, nor can humans, demi-humans, or humanoids.
So, we couldn't turn Lucy into an attack goose with it.
You could not turn Lucy into a kamikaze goose. Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Now, on the flip side of if she was just absolutely freaking out after something, contact with a wolf or something like that, and she just was that would be something you might want to take to be able to like calm her down.
Okay. Gotcha.
So also great for like if it's an animal that you possibly want to bring in as a companion.
Okay.
That could be a great way as not a druid to be able to do that.
To start the conversation.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, well that's out.
Yeah. Yes, no kamikaze ducks. No goose. Geeses.
Geeson.
Okay, so once again, you can still faintly the chant. Okay, so that chanting has. Yes, if anybody hears the whining in the background, that is my half husky, who thinks he is a PC in my game. So just FYI,
he's husky.
Yes,
he's
a husky.
Yep.
So once again, that chanting's been going on for about 60 seconds now. The whole time since you very first heard it, minus our sidebar. And once again, it's farther in there. It's not very close to you guys. What are you guys doing?
Hey, kiddo, do you hear that?
You see she kind of looks up and listens. She goes, I did. That's the first thing I remember when I woke up.
Oh, so
Was that noise?
that's not good.
That's not good at all.
No, and so just a little recap. So we've talked to her and tried to get some information about it, right?
Yeah,
it's been a while.
She says she doesn't remember her name. And the last thing that she does remember was waking up in this graveyard not too long before you guys found her.
After being attacked.
After being chased by something and attacked.
Oh,
yes.
Okay.
And she was kind of more running in terror. You thought that, and then around that time is when you guys were hearing those howls in the distance as well.
Yes.
So, at the time we left off, that was your conclusion. But she can't give you any more details other than big thing, remember, to an 8-year-old, was chasing her.
Big thing. For an
Big
8-year-old and you.
Wow.
Yeah. I say we I kind of want to figure out what this is.
Yeah, you may want to figure out what this is, but we're gonna fucking die trying to figure out what this is.
Well, we're literally fish in a barrel right now. So
Not if we keep moving.
All right.
I mean, we have the little girl too. What's she gonna do if we get into a fight with fucking necromancers?
That's true.
If that is what it is.
But she's better off with us than by herself, though.
Exactly.
Let's play it safe.
Okay.
Let's play it safe. I guess we'll turn around.
All
Or go in a different direction.
Well, where you're at in the path, you can either go back the way you came toward the gate, or you can continue south.
Let's just keep moving south and just not move toward it, but
Well, because if you guys remember, I know it's been a while, so you don't. But where that next path, where the path you're on connects to that next thing, right here, that's the gate you originally came through.
Yeah.
That's the gate you entered at.
So we're right here.
No, you're
At the first
You're
bench.
right there. Yeah, you're about right there right now. Yep.
Okay, and the south is the scary no-go place.
Yeah, that's the south is where you get to the more of the mausoleums and the crypts and the stuff that starts going underground.
Okay.
And that's the part that the guards kind of warned you about a little bit.
Something's afoot.
yeah. So we can't just camp out at the gates because they'll shoo us away.
I can't personally think you guys thought that was actually going to work, but it was cool to try. But
Hey.
I should have just waited. I should have gave you another hour and just let you waste at least another 80 feet of fishing line, and then been like, nope, gotta go. No loitering.
Oh, don't. Oh, no. Okay. So,
Yeah, I guess we'll go towards this gate here.
What do we know which general direction the chanting's coming from?
This
Is it
it's
down
like
in
kind
the
of like the wind is carrying it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly. And remember when you guys heard the howls and everything, everything's definitively seemed to be coming more south and east.
Okay, so let's just head toward that gate and just keep looping in that general circle.
Okay. So,
Are you cool with that? I mean, this is a team effort.
Yeah.
why y'all getting paranoid? I'm just getting dice out. Why y'all looking so worried?
We're like,
You guys can continue your conversation. I'm just getting dice out in case we needed them. That's all.
sure.
We're a halfling, a goose, and a priest. Walk into a graveyard.
For, what was it? 2 gold pieces a piece?
It was like... It
Oh,
wasn't
no,
two.
no, it was
No,
five. It was 5 for the whole
5.
group. It was 5 for the whole group. That's what it was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
It
it
Five
was.
each.
was
Yep.
5 each.
5 for the whole group?
No, it wasn't. Damn it. I need to start taking notes.
Yeah, you should probably do that stuff. Especially when your DM drinks as much as I do. So that's on you guys.
Yeah, I still have 2 slots left.
Well,
This episode not brought to you by Admiral Nelson, but it could be. Admiral.
well,
Let's see.
try to save him. I have a potion of healing, so we can use that if we need to as well.
Yeah, I know. Being the cleric and the thief. That's an interesting duo. Let's not lie. That's a very interesting. I was trying to figure out like a name for you guys, like the con man and the Samaritan, or something like
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, that's
like
been done.
that.
We got to think of something good.
Well,
Yeah, we'll
we got
think of something.
we got the Bible salesman and the preacher.
Ooh, okay. The evangelist and the devoted. No, it doesn't really have a ring to it. Oh, we'll work on it though. We'll work on it though. Okay. We'll get something down like a Starsky and Hutch kind of thing going for you guys, like
Yeah.
a Brangelina or something.
Let's see.
I'm a widowed man, so
That's true.
If you roll that way, I mean, I don't know.
yeah.
So are we going in the circle? Are we going to go south? What do you want to do?
Yep.
Circle?
Circle.
Circle.
Well,
Alright.
just circle.
So you guys make it down to that next major intersection there where you can either go right back to the gate you guys originally entered in or left, which I'm assuming is the circle you're talking about, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So at that point there, the chanting has faded away. It stopped about 5 minutes after you guys heard it. Okay, so you guys just got down to the fork in the road where you can go right back to the gateway where you guys came from, or you can go left to kind of do the circle you guys were heading to. The sound of the chanting stopped about 5 minutes after you guys heard it. It did seem to be getting a little bit louder the further south you went, but due to the storm and the winds, it's a little hard to tell exactly. All right. So you guys are going to continue around your loop then? Mm-hmm. All right, both of you roll me perception checks, please.
Oh, which one was rolling shittiest?
Remember, you want to roll under your perception.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
2.
Oh, you both got 2s?
Yeah.
All right, wow. All right. So as you guys are just getting to like the most south point you are before you're going to go left again, you hear some howling in the distance. Yes,
Wait,
yes,
really?
you do. And you're pretty sure this isn't a werewolf, probably just a dog that needs
Okay.
attention somewhere in the city, but it's loud for whatever reason. Yeah, but no, seriously, you guys once again, you start hearing quite disturbingly the sound of the hum. Okay, both of you can stop now, please. So, Sheldon, be a good boy. Yes, I see you too. And you, come here. Okay, everybody got some love. All right, now, go, scoot your butts. Okay, so, yes,
Smacking.
zombie huskies. Stop. Be a good boy. You be a good boy, yes. Yeah, if anybody ever out there, if they said buy a husky, it'll be fun to have a husky. It's like having a whole third person with his own opinions living in my house. Yes, it is. Yes, you sir. Yes, I think mom's giving me a treat.
Does he know when we're recording?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Because if she works from home, as soon as she gets on a conference call, they'll start barking and howling like that. But if she's not on a conference call, they're totally silent. They just sleep somewhere. They're perfectly fine. Oh, he definitively knows. Definitively knows. Yes.
Damn.
So
Cheeky little bastard.
so you guys start hearing that chanting again. This time it's
Okay.
much louder, and you can definitely it sounds like a chorus of voices.
Okay, so there's more than one.
Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception again, just to see if you guys can pick out like how many or around the amount.
Well, that's going to be a hard
13 out of
pass.
16.
What? What'd you get?
13 out of 16.
13 out of 16. You figure there's at least 5 to 6 distinct voices, possibly more.
Okay.
2 of us. Go.
Yeah.
No,
We
no.
should run. I think we're Isles, you know. I'm not a prideful man, I'll say that.
I'm definitely not. So we're going
Oh,
to.
so we're just continuing the loop? We're just going away. All right. So
We are one man down with a small child.
okay. All right.
The odds are in our favor.
Minus a battle goose. We don't have a battle goose either.
The goose is right there behind you.
Battle goose?
You don't
Ready
have
for battle?
You don't have a battle goose.
That's what I'm saying.
You've never
Someday.
had a battle goose.
Someday.
In my head.
Okay. All right.
I
I got you.
But I feel like all goose have the battle in them. You know, somewhere deep inside.
So maybe if we just chuck her at the.
Maybe if she's in a situation, she'll dig deep.
So dig deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds more like he's Don Quixote, and he's confusing his donkey for his war horse or his war horse again. And I think he's got that same mentality with Lucy.
Windmills. And, you know, and I don't have the heart enough to tell him that it's just damn.
Just a
plain,
goose.
damn
Just a goose.
Wow.
It's because I have respect for you, man.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you guys are actually able to spend the rest of the night making your little circle, okay, without any issues. You do for your next 2 passes, which takes you about an hour to go around that full loop right there.
Yeah.
Because I, in my opinion, how I see you guys is it's not like you're hustling to finish that loop, right?
Oh, no.
I'm assuming. I mean, granted, not that the halfling can hustle to begin with, you know, just naturally, but I'm sure it's a leisurely stroll for even the halfling. Okay.
I feel like maybe we're playing that alphabet game
Yeah.
with the tombstones.
Yeah.
Oh, Abe.
Yeah.
Beatrice.
Beatrice, yeah. Connor.
Dale. That's a medieval name, right?
Dale.
Why not? Why not? Okay. After a while, the little girl starts playing. Actually.
Really?
Yeah. You find out that which is for a full-blooded elf or somebody of high society or even middle-class society, it's not uncommon to be literate.
Yep.
Okay, and be able to read and write and speak. For the lower classes or some of the more the more, how do I say it, monstrous races, then they don't know aren't so much. So that would be beastest at best, I think, right? I think that would be beastest or specious. Specious, right? Because I'm talking about other species. Like, I mean, I'm not sure if I can get in trouble for running down a frog, but I mean, I suppose it's possible. Somebody out there is probably upset about that. So for the next 2 laps, for the next 2 hours, so it gets to about, you figure roughly the 2 to 3 o'clock hour in the morning, all right? Mm-hmm. You still hear that chanting, okay, those next 2 laps. And though it doesn't seem to be any louder, and you once again, you pick it up at about the same spot, you lose it at about the same spot. So you're figuring that whatever's out there, you're just kind of getting back in within hearing range, and you're moving back out again.
You know, maybe
Okay.
it's just some kids that don't have, nothing to do and they're just playing in a graveyard.
Highly doubt it. What group of kids are going to come to the city of the dead, toward the south end at that, and just chant for hours on end?
I don't know. I mean, like, I'm being a bad character.
I mean, is that some shit you got into when you were younger? Because
No, one of my daughters, she kind of got into the whole macabre stuff, And so sometimes she sneak out, but not anymore. That was like rebellious teenager years.
Was this in the City of the Dead?
I hope not.
Oh, okay. Did she grow up in Waterdeep?
No.
Then no, it wasn't this.
I mean, graveyards, they kind of attract teenagers.
I don't fucking know. Can we just keep walking, or what?
Yeah, we're just...
I'm just assuming this conversation is going on while you're walking, while you're still playing the alphabet game, you know?
Yep.
And you're waiting for the young girl to pick out, Z or something, you know?
Honestly, yeah, the hard ones.
Well, really, if you go old school, like the Ezekiels, the Xaviers, they're actually not as uncommon as we would see today. And I really think if you wanted to, I don't think that would really be that hard of a game and a large enough thing. Even today, like I think there's enough names out there, because I'm assuming you can play first or last name, or possibly middle initial too.
Yeah.
As long as the word started with it.
Oh,
So
the hell!
maybe
This
we're
game
on
will be
our,
done in 20 minutes.
Or third round.
Oh yeah. Or so you switched over to some I Spy, you know. Or
I spy something gray and sticking out of the ground.
That's Tombstone again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But by the end of the evening, the young girl, the girl actually has been kind of smiling as you guys have been playing I Spy and the number game together, and so she's not giving up your duck. But once again, it strikes you strangely again because even you're chilled. You guys have weather cloaks on and a full outfit, and you guys keep looking at her, and she once again does not seem to be in any way discomforted by the pouring rain or the chilly weather or anything like that.
Hey, kiddo, are you cold? It's kind of cold out here for us.
She just kind of looks up with her big gray eyes and just kind of...
No? Okay.
And the holy water did nothing.
Just kind of look at you just like...
What? I didn't say that out loud.
Wait. Was that what you used my holy water for? What? Come on, man.
Come on, man. A child vampire is still a child. Where's your compassion?
I wasn't going to kill it.
I'm pretty sure if you got a vampire to drink holy water, I'm assuming that's going to do a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I didn't fucking know that. I'm an innkeeper.
Touche.
Okay,
Way to
next
play
time.
your character. Way to play your character. Okay.
And I'm gonna take a mental note to make sure I tell you, or you tell me why you're using it, not to possibly murder.
Why would I
a small
drink
child.
holy water?
Well, on the flip
Cleanse you of your sins. There we go.
Oh,
in honor of it, you have already bumped into undead here. You've killed a few skeletons already, so there are undead.
ooh, I have an idea. How big is the flask of holy water?
I want you to think more of it like a large test tube with a stopper on top that's made out of like a tin or a brass.
Would some of my sling bullets fit in the flask?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
No, they're just a little bit bigger
Okay.
and stuff like that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. That would have been cool. Holy bullets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can try it.
Yeah.
I think about it. I
I mean, if it's soaked, I would think maybe something-ish. I don't know. I'm not just going to go...
You're not going to spritz it and just wave the bullet through it real quick, like, perfume or something. Like. So yeah, you guys are actually able to spend the rest of the evening.
The morning.
I'm sorry, the morning. Correct. The morning. My apologies.
The evening.
You guys make it till dawn. You've just done your laps. After, like I said, about in between the 2 to 3 mark. You don't have watches,
Yeah.
so you're not sure exactly, but
The sun.
the moon technically.
Moon.
But
There we go. Yeah, sun's not up yet.
you don't hear any more chanting. No more howls seem to pop up, and the night goes by the rest of the way pretty uneventfully. Around the 4 o'clock mark, the little girl looks exhausted though, like she just looks absolutely tired.
How tall is she compared to me? I am
how
3 3/4 foot.
She's a young half elf, 8-ish. So man, dude, I'm gonna probably say she's probably at around the 4-foot-ish mark.
Okay.
Yeah, she probably tops you by a few inches.
Yeah.
But obviously much more skinny,
Narrow.
yeah. Not nearly as roundish.
No third breakfast for her, huh? No.
Not by what you can see, that's for sure. Not by what you can see, that's for sure.
Okay.
So yeah. What are you guys doing for the last couple hours after she is like barely able to keep up? She's like walking, dragging her feet.
Yeah. Are you? I'll ask her. Are you okay?
I'm just tired. It's been a really long night.
Yeah. I can carry you.
I'm just so tired. Okay.
So I guess
we can. Where are we at on the circle right now?
Oh, I'll say you guys are the secondary Y. Right here.
Okay.
You guys have just been doing this loop right
Loop
here.
de loo, ring around the
wanna-
rosy.
Maybe like take like a breather. That way you don't have to carry her, and if we get into a fight, you don't have to throw her out, and
I guess we could stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
just for like a 10, 15 minute breather so she can.
Maybe like we have some rations, eat something.
Okay. So you guys are gonna stop and have a meal?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, she hungrily devours the rations that you give her, and then after that she winds up
Nikolai's.
she winds up sitting on your lap, Phineas, and then she falls asleep. Just passes right out.
I'm just like precious.
Well, we want to set up traps here. Or are we going to move that pretty soon?
So by this time it's like
It's roughly about
Like
4-ish in the morning. We'll say the sun
morning.
make time easy. Sun comes up at 6.
Okay.
So you figure it's somewhere between that 4, little after 4-ish kind of thing. Around 5:15, you'll start seeing the horizon start to brighten, kind of thing.
birds will start chirping.
And I forgot, you know what, Phineas, it's been so long. What is your god? Is it goddess?
Shot to call.
What I know, but
Wind.
the wind. Okay.
The wind.
Yeah. All right. That's right. Okay.
It's like, yeah,
Yep.
it's like 4 o'clock. Just kidding.
What are you talking about? You could probably say a little prayer, put your finger up there, and be like, the morning winds are
Yeah.
about to verge.
Write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously, write that down.
But the DM just gave me this kind of mildly cool ability before he forgets. Just too deep in his cups.
And the next time you go, and you'll be like, when did I say you could do that? Right here, motherfucker.
Right here.
Date it. Date it.
Yeah, we went to the City of the Dead. We were on the second leg. We were just taking a 15-minute break, and
Put the title of the video whenever it comes out. That way you can go back.
There. But just the morning winds.
He's made me too wary.
I take pride in that. That means you're learning. That means you're learning. You're turning into the knights that I had always hoped you would be.
The scared nights.
The wary knights of reality.
Scary nights. The anxiety nights.
The anxiety knights, yes.
PTSD nights.
Yeah, you guys make a fortune becoming the first adventuring group to ever invent Zoloft. You know. Okay, so yeah, so she's passed out. She's sleeping on you right now. She's
You just
light.
gotta keep a lookout.
She is light as a feather. Like you remember your human daughters at this age, and they were way heavier when this is this size.
Yeah.
She's like light as I mean, not like weightless, but definitively you can feel that elfness in her.
Yeah, I'll keep a lookout.
Okay, so you guys just gonna hang here then for what's our game? Are we gonna hang here till 6?
How long are we going to let her
Yeah,
sleep?
till 6.
Okay.
Or yeah, just let her sleep. It's been a long night,
Okay, I got you.
you know. And if anything happens, she's light enough that we could get out of there.
Okay. The next 2 hours go by pretty uneventfully. The sun is around fully above the horizon. You figure it's about this time that you want to. I'd say where you guys stopped at. You got about a 30-minute walk to the gate. The little one is just still zonked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay. So we want to head back to the gate?
Yeah, we'll head back.
yeah, and then you're carrying her then.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean she's totally passed out. She's doing like that kid thing where like the one arm is just like dangling, and like the head's
Yeah.
like back, and you're like, how is that comfortable? But it's like that child sleep where you're just like, okay, whatever. Still, once again, clutching the duck teddy bear like you wouldn't believe.
What did I tell
So
you?
and Lucy just kind of just trotting around behind you guys. You know, if you guys get too far, she'll take a couple flaps to catch up to you. And,
Okay.
yep. After that, you guys make it to the gate. Of course, there's a different shift of guards here than you saw last night when you came in.
Oh, thank God.
And they open. The gates are already open by the time you approach. There's the 2 guards standing out front, very similar to what you saw just shortly about 20 feet away from the little guardhouse that's over there. And they walk out and they just kind of smile at you because you guys look like soaked rats. Like after all night in this rain, you guys look chilled, miserable, and soaked to the bone. So the rain is lightened up once again to just like almost a light mist right now. It's almost like nothing, just beating up on their fresh wool cloaks that the guards are wearing, starting their shift. So they instruct you over to the guardhouse for payment. You guys walk in. They don't even ask about the child.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? You see another sergeant there, much similar like the sergeant you met the night before that let you in originally. And there's a couple other milling groups of guards walking in and out as they're starting their morning patrols.
I'm going to whip out a jaw, one of the femurs we took, and a werewolf ear that I have written down.
Okay.
And be like, here's our proof.
Sure. Looks it over, nods at you, slides it all into a little trash basin on the side of his thing, and he puts 5 gold on the table.
All right.
Okay.
Before we leave. Do you guys ever hear about chanting going on? Any kind of funny business going on?
Yes, ma'am. That's why we lock it with padlocks
Oh, so it's
all
normal?
night long.
So what would be chanting in there?
That's what we pay you to find out, because we're not going in there after dark. So
Yeah.
all I'm going to say is that our daytime patrols through there, we'll just say every now and then we find some bloody remains of what could probably only be described as rituals.
See, I told you it wasn't no fucking teenagers. Fucking... I mean, they may be teenagers, but we'd have to kill teenagers. And are you going to be cool with that? Or they would kill us, which would be even more embarrassing.
Maybe I could talk some sense into him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's next?
All right, we're gonna get hell out of there. Oh, the kid.
Yeah, you're still carrying her.
Crap. Yeah. Before I leave, like, hey, do you know who this girl is? Is there a missing girl?
Let me check.
And like any reports?
And he goes back and he looks through some reports and goes, no missing children that fit her description that we have.
All right. Well, I guess
I mean,
we'll
we
find
can,
her parents. But
we
first,
if we head to the docks, that's where the sea elves are,
yeah,
right?
we could-
Maybe ask around the docks and see.
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I need everybody to roll me a Constitution check, -2, which means normally you've got to get underneath your Constitution, and so take 2 points off your Constitution, and that's what you have to get under
Okay.
now.
Yep.
Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, despite the fact that you guys have been up all night long, you're sopping wet, you're drenched, and you are pretty exhausted, you still have enough oomph to keep going.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I was planning on going back to my quarters and changing. I don't know if you want to do that.
I don't have anywhere to go.
Well,
I mean,
we're staying at that tavern, or they're staying at that tavern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, we could always.
but I don't have like any clothes. This is it.
If that's it.
This is it.
Do me a favor, move your mic slightly over and kind of, you keep turning to look at her, so slide it a little bit this way toward her. Yeah, so
Okay.
so this way when you're looking at her, you're kind of doing this.
Okay,
And-
like
and
that.
he's- Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
It's a good reminder to keep that.
Yeah. I've been watching. You guys have been voicing out really well. So, I mean, just
That's
every
good.
now and then, like when you guys do the full to the side, I'll start seeing it not quite hitting the mark that I want on the circle. But, okay, so you're heading back to I know you're going to the inn.
No, I don't really have.
No,
Lucy's
that's right.
with
That was
me.
one for the
That
one night
place,
that you guys
yeah.
hired. Yeah.
Well,
so-
no, I thought we hired for a week. I don't have it written down.
You know what? I want to say I remember that too. I think you guys did have it for one full week.
Because
Yeah.
I literally have nowhere.
Yeah. So.
I think I remember helping him pay.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah. You head back to the inn. Once again, the little girl is still passed out in your arms. Are you taking her with you then to the inn, or then are you going to your temple?
Well, I'll just go with you because, like I said, unless we're
I think
taking
we'll all
naps.
go to the temple and maybe
Yeah.
I'll talk to another priest to
Okay.
see if they can give me some guidance.
Unless we're taking naps, I don't have any other clothes or
Yeah.
anything like that. So,
Okay. Well, yeah, you do. I mean, you got.
was I able to grab like?
Remember, you got an hour to
Yeah,
pack all your
yeah.
stuff up and get your gear and
Okay.
everything like that. So I think you had a couple changes of clothing.
Okay.
Your armor, stuff like that. Remember, they gave you
Yeah.
an hour. They didn't violently just throw you out.
Okay. So, okay. Well, do I know where the temple is? Would I be able to find
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you want to head to the temple, I'll go change and meet you there.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we'll do. And I started a group gold section here.
Group gold.
Group
Oh, okay.
gold.
So let's go.
I'll write it
So
down.
you head back. You get changed. You're warm. You can smell the breakfast that's cooking downstairs from the inn. I'm going to need you to give me a constitution check.
Ah, that's a 1!
It's a 1. All right, yeah. You are able to just grab a quick piece of bacon
Okay.
and walk out the door without just caving to your halfling cravings of just sitting down, eating, and napping.
Okay, how much was the bacon?
Oh, you snagged it on the way out.
Okay, that's fair. I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
With your little thief
Yeah,
hands.
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. All right, so let's take a pause right there so I can swap batteries.
Okay.